One of my TikTok friends mentioned that she liked the approach that in my videos we don't talk about love and light, that it isn't always about love and light. And that is a really good observation that I hadn't thought of before. But I think it's something that I found deeply annoying and just never really gave it a voice until she mentioned that, because I think you see that a lot in these types of situations. Love and light are always a good idea. Life just doesn't freaking work that way. Neither does death. So we don't change that much when we die. So because they're both good people and really stinking bad people, you're going to have the exact same experience in death. So the whole idea of love and light somehow implies that when we change into the next form that comes after this, we're somehow better, not taking into account that you still have your free will and people don't make the choice to be better while they're alive. They're obviously not necessarily going to change their mind when they become something different. The balance of light and dark is an important thing to remember because it doesn't change when we change. We still have dark when we change. We are not suddenly all light when we change. And I realize there are going to be a lot of people who are going to disagree with me. Not my job to change your mind. I'm only telling you what my experience has been working with the dead for as long as I have. They are good and they're bad, exactly the same way that they're good and they're bad here. And we have to deal with that there, probably even more than we do here, because their boundaries are a lot different. They're a lot more loose when they suddenly have the capability to go anywhere, look however they want, and do whatever they want within the bounds of their ability and strength in their new form. So I have lost count of calls I've received over my career to remove the dead that are out of line, or creepers, or criminals, or every kind of being you can imagine, and a bunch that you probably don't want to, that exist in that other space. I also don't want to imply by that knowledge that it's not safe to die. It is safe to die. It's a natural transition, just like it's safe to be born. We are all going to make that transition at some point without fail. That is a certainty, along with taxes. Being prepared is important. Knowing that whatever comes next, being open minded to that so that you're able to move forward and make the choice that's best for you at that time, or stay here. There are going to be pros and cons for each. And because I haven't actually died, I'm not an expert on that. What I've seen is a lot of similarities over and over and over again my whole life.